In a small coastal town, where the sun dipped below the horizon in a blaze of orange and purple, there lived a man named Samuel. Samuel was known for two things: his unwavering faith in Jesus Christ and his passion for fishing. Every morning, before the first light kissed the waves, he would rise, don his weathered cap, and head to the docks with his trusty fishing rod in hand. To the townsfolk, Samuel was more than just a fisherman. He was a beacon of hope and a living testament to the power of faith. Samuel's journey began in his childhood, where he grew up in a modest home filled with love and laughter, but also with struggles. His parents were devout Christians, instilling in him the values of kindness, humility, and the importance of faith. They would often gather around the dinner table, sharing stories from the Bible and singing hymns that echoed through their small house. It was during these moments that Samuel first felt the stirring of a deep connection to God, a bond that would guide him through the trials of life. As a young boy, Samuel spent countless afternoons by the water's edge, watching the fishermen cast their lines and pull in their catches. He was mesmerized by the rhythm of the waves and the dance of the boats. It was here that he learned the art of fishing, not just as a means of sustenance, but as a way to connect with nature, and ultimately with God. He found solace in the quiet moments spent on the water, where the gentle lapping of the waves felt like a conversation with the divine. The years rolled on, and Samuel faced challenges that tested his faith. He lost his father to illness when he was just a teenager, a blow that rocked his world and left him grappling with grief. In his sorrow, he turned to fishing, seeking refuge in the familiar embrace of the sea. It was during these solitary trips that he felt a profound sense of peace wash over him, as if God was whispering comfort into his heart. With each cast of his line, he prayed, seeking guidance and strength to navigate the turbulent waters of life. As he grew older, Samuel became a fixture at the docks, known for his cheerful demeanor and his unwavering belief in the goodness of the world. He would often share stories of his fishing adventures with anyone who would listen, weaving in lessons of faith and perseverance. He spoke of the times he cast his line into the water, only to pull up nothing but seaweed, and how those moments reminded him of the importance of patience and trust in God's timing. Samuel believed that fishing was not just about the catch. It was about the journey, the lessons learned, and the faith that sustained him through the highs and lows. One summer, a severe storm swept through the town, wreaking havoc on the coastline. The winds howled and the waves crashed violently against the shore, leaving destruction in their wake. Many fishermen lost their boats, and despair settled over the community like a heavy fog. But Samuel, with his steadfast faith, rallied the townsfolk. He organized a prayer meeting at the community center, inviting everyone to come together to seek solace and strength in their shared beliefs. As they gathered, Samuel stood before them, his heart full of hope. He spoke of the story of Jesus calming the storm, reminding them that even in the darkest times, faith could lead them to brighter shores. He encouraged them to support one another, to rebuild, and to trust that God had a plan for their lives. His words resonated deeply, igniting a spark of hope in the hearts of those who had lost so much. Together they prayed, and in that moment they found strength in their unity and faith. The days that followed were not easy, but Samuel's unwavering belief inspired the community to come together. They worked tirelessly to repair boats, restore homes, and support one another. Samuel led fishing expeditions to teach the younger generation the skills he had learned as a boy, passing down not just techniques, but the values of faith, resilience, and community. Each trip to the water became a lesson in trust in the sea, trust in each other, and trust in God. Years passed, and Samuel became a legend in the town, a symbol of hope and faith. He continued to fish, sharing his bounty with those in need, reminding everyone that the sea was not just a source of sustenance, but a gift from God. His faith never wavered, even when faced with personal trials, including the loss of his beloved wife. In his grief, he found solace in the sea, casting his line with tears in his eyes but always lifting his heart in prayer. As Samuel grew older, he became a mentor to many, teaching them not just how to fish, but how to navigate life with faith as their anchor. He would often say that fishing was a reflection of life itself. Sometimes you catch a big one, sometimes you come up empty, but the key was to keep casting your line, to keep believing that something wonderful was just beneath the surface. In the twilight of his life, Samuel would sit on the dock watching the sun set over the water, a smile on his face and a heart full of gratitude. He knew that his journey was not just about fishing. It was about the relationships he had built, the lives he had touched, and the faith that had sustained him through it all. With each wave that lapped against the shore, he felt a sense of peace, knowing that he had lived a life anchored in love, faith, and the beauty of the sea.